Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and I'm back again with another really interesting video guys. Today we are going to explore MCP server with the help of Google Antigravity. So yes guys, in my last video I explained you how Google Antigravity works. We basically looked into how you can create a project with it, how you can integrate AI with it. And if you want to check that out, I'm going to put that link of my video in the description below. You can definitely check it out and get started with Google's best IDE yet so far, Google Antigravity, which is an agentic development platform. It completely uses AI to start building and start exploring ideas. So experience the liftoff with this next generation IDE. Now let's get started with how you can connect your MCP servers with Google Antigravity. So first of all guys, if you remember, we created this calculator.py class in my last video, and today we are going to use a GitHub MCP server to actually upload this entire code into a new repository on GitHub. Now before I start with this use case, I want to actually tell you what is an MCP server. So basically guys, an MCP server is nothing but a client which actually bridges the gap between your AI assistants or your LLM models and your external systems or your external tools like your databases, your version control systems, etc. So as you can see in this diagram, your AI assistant request your MCP server for certain thing, right? For example, you said to your AI agent, oh, I want to upload this code to a GitHub repository. Can you please create the repository and upload this code for me? And that is a request that you give to your AI assistant. Now your AI assistant finds out that this is a request for your GitHub MCP server. So it gives that request to your GitHub MCP server, and now this MCP server converts that request into specific queries, specific API queries, and those get sent to those external systems. So for example, in case of GitHub, it's going to convert these queries into your GitHub commands, right? Into your Git commands like, git create repository, git init, git create branch, and, staging your data, and etc., right? Now, all of that is done with the help of this entire workflow where your AI assistant is smoothly interacting and there is no command or no code that is you have to do. Okay, you don't have to write any GitHub command, you don't have to write any code. All you need is to give in English what you want to do to your AI assistant is going to do the job for you. Okay, as you can see, it says it implements the model context protocol or the MCP protocol. It intends into a safe granular operation. So for example, into your git commands. It also enforces the permission and then it returns the structured context back to the model. So once it has queried your correct tool, it is going to take that response and going to give back to the AI assistant, and the AI assistant will show the response to you as you are the user. Okay, so now that we know what is an MCP server, let's get into the meat of this video, which is how you can connect a GitHub MCP server. So guys, if you remember the Google Antigravity UI interface, we used to have multiple AI agents integrated here. One was your inline agent, which you can create by, which you can call by the control I command. But then another was this agent window that you have right here on your right hand side. Okay. Now if you look into this agent window, there are 3 dots on the top right corner. And these are called additional options. So when you click on them, you will see there are 2 options. One is the customization and other is the MCP server. So we will look into the customization in a future video, but let's first look into the MCP server. Let's click on MCP server now. Now, if you see, once I remove the filters, there are a whole list of MCP servers that are mentioned here. And you can connect your Firebase to deploy your code. You can connect any type of database MCP server, like for example, Postgres SQL, for example, Cloud SQL for MySQL, etc., right? So whichever MCP server you want to install, you just, click on it, and you will get an install button right here. And once you click on the install button, you will be asked to do some sort of permission. So for example, if there is an API key that you want to provide, or that you have to provide, or there is some sort of token you have to provide to actually connect your own Firebase account or your own account to this MCP server. Okay, let's look into the Git MCP server. So once you click on the GitHub MCP server, you can see that currently I already have this installed, but if it was not installed, I would have shown the blue install button right here. But once you have the GitHub MCP server installed, you will see these type of 3 buttons: disabled, enable and uninstalled, right? So for now I have this disabled, and once I click on enable, this MCP server will start running. Okay, now it's enabled. One important thing that I want to tell you about the GitHub MCP server is that you will only be able to run this MCP server if you have got the Docker desktop installed. So if you have a Windows machine, you definitely need a Docker desktop. Okay, and you can see that I have installed a Docker desktop in my Windows machine, and it is currently running, and that is how I am able to run the GitHub MCP server. So remember definitely to do that. Okay, so once you have the GitHub, you can click on this configure right here, and you can see that in this configure you need to put your GitHub token. So how can you get your GitHub token? So all you have to do is you have to go to your actual GitHub account. So let me click on my GitHub account right here, and you can see you have to go to your profile, and you have to go to settings. Once you go to settings, you have to go on the bottom and go to the developer setting, and in the developer setting you will get a place called as personal access token. So just click on the token classic right here, and you will get an option to generate a new token. Now this generate a new token is going to give you a personal access token. Okay, that personal access token you have to provide here. Okay, and then you have to click on save. Okay, now let's go back to my GitHub account. Now my personal access token is already saved, so I can basically connect to my GitHub MCP server. Now here you can see that I have got this calculator class right here, I have got this hello world class right here, but when I see the git status, there is no repository, right? I don't have any repository. So I go back to my agent and I tell my agent that please create a repository for this project and name it Antigravity Antigravity project, right? And I want to basically upload this entire code to my Antigravity project. And you can see that it is already checking that what tools are needed to be accessed. It is already checking if those tools are actually enabled, and then it is going to create the project scope, and it finally you can see that it has found that there is no repository. So the tool that is invoking is the GitHub MCP server. Create repository is the actual command, and it is now doing the entire setup for us, guys. You can see that it says that this is the command git init git add, and if I select that this command is okay for me and I accept it, is going to start running this command. So with Git operations, guys, I always recommend that you should review your changes before you say yes to run those changes by the AI. Because sometimes what happens is that there is some code which you don't want to actually run, and it accidentally gets run, especially by AI, and you have no idea. So that can cause some issue, and it can corrupt the existing code that you already have on your GitHub account or on your version control. Okay, so you see it says now we are ready to continue working with version control setup, right? So now if I go and I click on git status, you can see that I am on main branch, and my branch is up to date with origin main. Now let's go to my GitHub and let's see that did I get that repository or not. So I click on repositories right here, and you can see on my repositories that I have got this Antigravity project created right here, which has my both my files calculator.py and helloworld.py. So there you go, guys. You can see how easy it was. Now if I want to create a new branch, I can just tell my AI that okay, create a new branch for me, and it's going to do that. And all this is done by just plain simple English, giving the commands to AI. So wasn't it an awesome thing, guys? I think integrating your MCP servers, especially tools like Git, which are pretty hard to learn, like pretty hard to remember all those commands. So it's pretty easy to just get them integrated to your AI agent, and you can just chat with AI agent, simple, and then you can just push your code, very simple. So I hope you guys liked this video, guys, and I hope you learned something from it. If you learned something from it, guys, and you do want to try it out, please do, and write down in the comment section below how was your experience with Google Antigravity and MCP servers. Also, guys, please do not forget to like this video and share this video with your friends. If you have any questions, comments, suggestions, feedback for me, please do write down in the comment section below. I would be really happy to address them. In the end, guys, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe and hit the bell icon for future notifications of more such programming, coding, and AI related videos. I'll see you guys in the next video, guys. Until then, take care and bye bye.